Hello Gemini, I'm Adriana, and for your reading today, we're starting with the question, what is the rift between yourself and your soul, higher self, that is asking to be recognized and healed? We're going to start with a major arcana card. Actually, we're going to start with two for you. To get, what we're doing is we're getting the theme, kind of the overall flow, and then we'll pull some more details out as we go. We've got the Hermit and Strength, cards 8 and 9. So that sequence is interesting. Okay. Gemini, it seems like we have a conflict between retreating from asserting yourself, kind of retreating from battle, and knowing when to stand up. There's a not sure of which one to do, and there are times, this is a funny thing. There are times when you're reluctant to go into battle, and that's when you probably need to be going into battle. And then there are times when you're looking for a fight, which is the times you need to not to be going into battle. So there's a topsy-turvy kind of thing here. And I also feel like there's been some actions that you've done or some words that you've said that perhaps you're regretting right now. And those they're in the back of your mind. They keep bugging you. And that's affecting your current actions at the moment, because you're not resolved in what you did or what was said or how it was taken. There's also something else about not being able to fully process grief. So there is a loss that you have been grieving that you have not given yourself the time and space alone to really process through. And that has you also feeling like you don't have enough strength, or you don't have enough energy to meet challenges, or to meet the complex situations in front of you. And so I'm interested to see where the rest of the cards go, but for now the information is talking about really encouraging yourself to come back to yourself, to come back to your quiet time, and to come back to those issues that are bothering you, or those words, things that were said that are bothering you. Okay, we're going to start delving into the other decks right now. Okay, 4 of Earth, 5 of Fire, Page of Fire, and 4 of Fire. So, Gemini, you are the queen or king of sequences today. We've got 4, 5, 4 coming up. And 4 plus 5, that's our strength card, right? Card number, nope, I made that up. That's our hermit card, card number 9. All right, but we do have 4 plus 4, which is our strength card. So the double 4, giving us an 8. Okay, let's be quiet about numerology now and get into tarot. There is a being, human person, and an energy in your situation who wants to come forward with more communication, more dialogue with you, wants to really open up to you. And I see that you are pushing them away, or you're keeping them at bay. This conversation or communication that they're bringing to you seems like they're trying to revisit something. So I don't know if this is someone from your past or someone trying to rehash an issue from the past, but there's this sense of renewal, like renewed connection, or renewed coming forward. You, on the other hand, I love this this body language. Nope. You are trying to keep this person or this energy at bay, because I want to just say, Gemini, you're being completely stubborn. You're just not wanting to shift, and you're wanting to hold on to control. But this is like past the point of stagnation almost. You're unwilling to face the new, or you're unwilling to face the reconciliation that this other person is offering. So you know, it's funny that back and forth that we talked about at the beginning of this reading, where if you feel like you should do it and you don't want to do it, you need to do it. If you want to do it, then you need to question yourself. Because whenever there's control, control is trying to keep things the way they are or the way they were. It's the antithesis to growth. It's the antithesis to change. And there are times when we need that control to be stable, and we need that control to give us a good foundation. But this is going beyond that point. Okay, Gemini? Now, the reason why this is creating a rift with your soul is because you're fighting the direction that your soul is wanting you to go. Your soul is wanting you to open up to new possibilities. It's wanting you to open up your energy field to the ideas of reconciliation, to the energy of reconciliation. Because when you don't, you end up more fractured, you end up more fragmented, because part of you is regretting the past, part of you is angry at the past, part of you can't pay attention to the present because you're stuck in the past, but then part of you is restless from the past because you want to move on into the future. So your energy gets so scattered and diverted, and you may feel like you've got a uniform focus right now, but it is a focus that goes against the direction of your soul. Okay, let's get an oracle card for you. All right. Open your heart. That's exactly a perfect message for what's going on here. With the other person wanting to step forward with reconciliation, with maybe even apology, making things right. The other person is wanting to do that. Your advice is to open your heart. Allow that energy to come towards you. You may still disagree about what happened. You may still disagree about the way you want to see the past. But the point is that, Gemini, holding yourself stuck in the past and hanging on to that, whatever you're hanging on to, a grudge, old energy, old picture, that's keeping you from moving forward. So it's less about the other person and more about you. Because this is about recognizing there's more connection around us than we realize. And this is also about recognizing that when we shut our hearts down, we're also closing ourselves off to the divine. We're closing ourselves off to the universe. And then there's no connection, there's no flow, and there's no help. The help is there, but we may not receive it. So you don't want to be in that state of connection. Well, let me go with that phrase. You're resisting that state of connection right now because you're wanting to hold on to whatever it was that you're holding on to. Let me get some clarity on that. What is Gemini holding on to? Nine of Cups and the Queen of Cups. So we're looking at they didn't follow through on something they promised, right? That in the relationship, they fell short. They didn't bring you everything. So you're wanting to hold on to that. You're wanting to hold on to the blame towards them, when really at this point, this is just keeping you from yourself. Okay, is there anything, let's check to see if there's any other messages we might find in this card. Let me read it to you, if I can get to the page. Nope, can't get to the page. The truth of our world, nature, and environment is love. There is an opportunity for each and every person to experience love at this deepest level if they are willing to be open. Love can and will flow into your heart, but only if you allow it. So this talks about needing to get your heart back open so that we're back in the flow, back in the connection, and willing to shift your perspective so this can happen. So Gemini, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep drawing cards about the process that might help you open up your heart. I'm going to keep doing that in the extended reading. Link is in the description below. And we'll also see if there's any other messages that want to come forward for you. But right now, is there any other message for Gemini so we can close? Recognize that what you're resisting in the other person is actually something in yourself. That other person is a mirror for you. So if you're not wanting to engage with them because of X, Y, or Z, or you hate this about them, or this drives you crazy, or they shouldn't have done that, that's all projection. So you're also cutting yourself off from loving yourself by keeping this energy just stopped and blocked the way it is. All right, so again, Gemini, we're going to go into how to release and move this block in the extended. Thank you so much for joining me up to this point, and I'll see you soon, if not on the extended, on another reading. Oh, forgot to mention that I've been asking the same question to all the signs. So all the zodiac signs for February this month. So if you know your moon and your rising sign, you definitely want to check those out to get the full information for you. So I'll see you soon, Gemini.